one of the most extraordinary days of the summer of Dan's death was that he had been having some pain and we had upped his medicine. And I came back in the room and he was breathing really funny, and he was breathing in a way that was very ragged and intense and hoarse. I mean, a kind of hoarse breathing. I'd just never heard it before. And I was very new to this process, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is the death rattle. He's dying. It's just the two of us here alone. He's dying. What am I going to do? And I couldn't wake him up, and he was just this hoarse, horrible breathing, and I was just panicked. And as life often gives you, you think you can't do one more thing, and then one more thing happens. I got a call, which when I answered it was his mother, Dan's mother, and she said, Dan's dad has just been visited by hospice and they believe he's going to pass in the next 24 hours. You all need to get in the car and come and see him if you want to see him one more time before he passes. And I was near hysteria, but I got enough control of myself to say, well, thank you. I will talk to Dan about it and I will get back with you as soon as we have a plan. And I hung up the phone and just started screaming because I thought, I don't know who's going to die first. This is terrible. We're 60 miles apart. We have support here and he has support there. But how are we going to do this? How is it that they can even be dying at the same time? This is too much to bear. I cannot do this. And so I was standing in the kitchen crying when someone knocked on the back kitchen door, and I went to open it, and it was the hospice social worker. And I said, what are you doing here? I haven't even called you yet. And she said, well, I came by because I was in the neighborhood and I was thinking about you, and I thought, I'll just stop in and see how they're doing today before I head back to hospice. And I just fell into her arms and I said, you are like an angel to me. I can't believe you had this, I don't know if it's intuition or what it was, but this is what's just happened. I don't know what to do. I don't know how, should I call an ambulance for Dan? What should I do? His mother said his father's dying. This is just too much. How, it was just hysterical. And she just looked at me and she said, we'll just take it one step at a time. Let's go see if we can wake Dan up first, and then we'll go from there. And so we walked back into the den where he was laying on the sofa. He's still that terrible breathing sound. And she worked with him for about 5 minutes. And by loudly talking to him and tapping him on the cheek at the same time, she woke him up. And he woke up with a start and said, why are you all yelling at me? And I'm like, well, we thought you were dying. And he's like, no, I was just having a really good nap. I'm so sorry. I need to tell you something. That's why we needed to wake you up. And within 3 hours, we were in the car. He was up. He had had this really deep sleep. He was rested enough that I was able to drive him to see his father. And we got in that very precious visit.
Trellis Supportive Care serves people from 13 counties. To learn more about any of the programs and services of Trellis Supportive Care, visit us at trellissupport.org or call us at 888-876-3663.